Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to make some lovely school buns. Firstly, I'm going to start off with my yeast. Here I have 1 tablespoon of sugar that I'll just drop into the jug. I also have 7 grams of dry yeast, and to my yeast I'm going to add in 3 tablespoons of warm water. I'll give this a mix and let it allow to get active. If you are measuring your yeast with a teaspoon, it's 2 1/4 teaspoon. We're going to set this aside and work with the rest of our ingredients. Next, I have a cup of full cream milk and 84 grams of salted butter, which is 6 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to add my milk to this bowl and pop it into the microwave for 30 seconds till it's warm. These are the rest of my ingredients. I have 3 1/2 cup of flour sieved, and to my flour I have 1 1/4 tablespoon of sugar and 1 teaspoon of salt, because I am using salted butter, so I cut down my salt. And I'm also going to add in 1 egg. I'm going to start by adding my sugar and salt to my flour and giving this a good mix. So this is mixed up, so I'm going to make in a well. So to this I'm going to add in my melted butter and milk, and also my egg. I'll just beat this egg up. And pour it in. And lastly, my yeast, you can see it's quite active. I'll mix this all together, and this is also going to make a little sticky dough. I folded my ingredients all together, and I'm going to use my countertop to make a dough using a little bit of flour to sprinkle. So I sprinkled in a little flour. So I'm going to take my dough off the dish, and using my countertop, I'm going to give this a dough, fold it in, if you feel your dough is a little more sticky, so you can just sprinkle a little flour, not much of a flour. So this is how you do. You keep picking it up and bringing it forward to you for 10 minutes. 10 minutes of kneading has passed, and you can see how lovely the dough look. So I just rounded it up, and I didn't use much of flour. To this dish, I'm going to use around 2 tablespoons of oil. This is to make the dough easier to release. So this is my dough. Now I'm ready to cover this dough and leave it in a warm place for 1 to 2 hours. 2 hours has passed, and you can see the dough has rise 3 times its size. Now I'm going to knock the hair out of this dough. Using my countertop, I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of flour. And just roll this a little bit into a ball. To this ball, I'm gonna cut my dough into half. And then cut this into half. And then also cut this into half. And cut this into half. And I'm just going to make it into a round shape. I'm going to use the same method on this other half. Cut it into half. Then another half, and another half, and just form these into a ball. And thereafter, I'm going to cut these balls into half again. So eventually we'll end up with 16 buns. Here I have a tray which I use my spray and cook on the bottom, and then putting in my wax wrap and also spraying the white wax wrap with my spray and cook. I'm going to roll all these dough into little balls and set it up onto my tray. And I'm going to make them sit quite close together. This is my rolled out 16 ball that I managed to make. And I'm going to cover this and let it rest for an hour. And 30 minutes, I will switch on my oven to 190 degrees to preheat. We'll catch you after an hour. 1 hour has passed for my balls to rest, and you can see it has rose again. When setting off it, when I said put it close together, I meant leave at least half a finger space because it rises. Now I'm going to do the egg wash. And 30 minutes, we started to preheat our oven to 190. In this jug, I also had a tablespoon of water. Here's my beaten egg. Now I'm going to use my brush to egg wash my buns. My egg wash has been done, so I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of sesame seeds on top. And thereafter, I'll pop it into the oven for 25 to 30 minutes. This is ready to be popped in the oven. "25 minutes has passed and my buns are baked. Now I'm just going to remove it from the oven. There you go. See how beautiful they look. I will leave this to rest for 5 to 10 minutes before breaking one and showing you how it's done. This has been rested for 10 minutes and now I'm ready to break the buns to show you all how it's done in the inside. It's still a little hot though. Here you go. You can see how soft and it bounces back when you press. So it's fully done. This buns can be eaten with some lovely jam or cheese, or even make it into a burger or have it on the side for a braai. You can even have it with roast chicken or roast lamb. Serve it hot straight from the oven. But as for me, I'm going to have it plain with the butter with a lovely cup of tea. And while it's hot, I'm going to eat them. Thank you all for watching and enjoy.